This is part one of Federalist 21. Madison and Hamilton talked about the weaknesses of confederacies, ancient, like Greece, and somewhat modern, like Germanic and the United Netherlands, in Federalists 18, 19, and 20. Now, in Federalist 21, they want to start talking about, especially Hamilton in this Federalist, talking about the weaknesses of the Confederacy in the United States. And in this paper, he brings up 3 points. One of them, that the national government, under the Articles of Confederation, under the first Constitution of the United States, is too weak. It cannot enforce its own laws. If there's a national law, some people follow it, some people won't, because they say the only government that we have to deal with is our state government. And the national government cannot force the state government to force its citizens to follow the law. So Hamilton says this becomes a joke. This is not a government. So that's one of the main problems of the American Confederacy that this new Constitution is trying to alleviate, to repair, to take care of. Another problem is he mentions the rebellion in Massachusetts, Daniel Shays' rebellion. And he says, what if instead of Daniel Shays, a poor farmer, even though he had been in the war, he had fought in the Revolutionary War, what if there was a Cromwell or a Caesar, somebody charismatic, that would have started this rebellion? The state could not have stopped it. And this new Constitution provides for the national government enough authority to stop a rebellion in one state from ruining the whole national government. And sometimes it says it doesn't even have to be poor farmers rising up. It says it could be a powerful faction. Let's say 52% of the population decide that they don't want to follow the law, or they say we are the majority and whatever we say goes, forget about the minority. And they start breaking the law, making the lives of that minority miserable, taking their property, or doing whatever. So it says, again, a national government can come and stop that faction from taking over that state and other states. So he is saying we're protecting your Republican form of government by giving the national government authority to stop this disease from spreading. Because he's going to use the word disease here in the first few lines of this Federalist. And another thing that he talks about is, says, we have tried getting money from states by making requisitions. And we've seen that it doesn't work. Some states don't pay at all, some states pay late, some states pay a little. He says you can't have a government like that. So he says these are three of the important things that we have tried to correct in this new Constitution we are explaining here to you. So it's very important. Keep these in mind. And I recently added on this playlist some videos of talks by Pauline Maier, Maier. She is the one who wrote the book Ratification. I've mentioned her name to you. And of course, other historians I have included on this playlist. If they speak too fast, since you will be, I'm assuming you're learning English, as an immigrant or somebody who's just wanting to learn about federalism or American government. On YouTube, try to see if auto-generated closed captioning is available. You can use closed captioning and look at the transcript. Or on C-SPAN, all these authors that I post the videos of, when you go on C-SPAN, there should be more videos there for you to learn from. And also there's always a transcript with those videos. So those will help improve your language skills as well as learn the American history and American civilization. So keep that in mind. I am trying to improve my knowledge of the European Union's experiment. Remember somewhere when we were reading Federalist 18, 19, 20, maybe more than once, I said it is extremely important to learn the history of Europe from 1850s all the way to lead up to the World War I and II. Those would be a fantastic way of complementing Federalists 18, 19, and 20. Look at what Europe, and in the case of Japan in World War II, what they did to themselves. And luckily now we have all the resources to learn about that. You don't have to necessarily read all the books. There are so many good talks and videos by reputable historians, some documentaries that you can learn a lot from. Plus, let me show you one other thing. I have mentioned Teaching Company, the great courses by them, and they are now available online. The reason I show these is because I can get it from our public library, and these have DVDs with them. Some of them have audio tapes and the transcript of what the professor says, recommended reading. These are excellent for people who don't have access to internet. They live in remote villages or wherever for whatever reason. Then they can watch some of these on DVD or listen to them, follow the transcript, and learn from them. Like this one is about what was happening in America before the Revolution. Like this professor, Robert J. Allison, he speaks very clearly, concisely, and slowly, so it's easier for you all to understand, I think. If not, the transcript is there. So courses like these will give you plenty of background without having to read many books. So take advantage of these. Another one that I like this professor because he does a lot of work. He has done a lot of work on the Civil War, Abraham Lincoln. This is Professor Guelzo, Guelzo, and he's got a short lecture here, short course on the American Revolution. The transcript is there. So there are courses like these are available, and luckily now they are streaming them online. For a certain fee, you can have access to all their courses online. I haven't yet tried it myself because this is new, but I have looked at a lot of their courses that have been available in different public libraries. I've taken advantage of that and learned a lot. Especially, there are some subject matters that, because I have not studied them in English, let's say, I did not study the Greek history, Roman history inside the classroom. So some of the names might not be easy for me to read and pronounce. So that's when these come in handy. The professors say the names in modern English, you hear the pronunciation, you get comfortable. This way, when you read the book, at least you're not way off pronouncing the names. But these are very good for you to take a look at. And then different universities are offering free courses online. Sometimes they're putting the PDF file that goes with the classes, like Yale University does that, and some of the other universities. So take advantage of those and improve your knowledge of history, civilization, as well as improve your English language skills. Thank you. I'll be reading Federalist number 21 in the next video.